Hi, my name is Nana Kofenti from Oakland, California. I'm the founder of 510Media Hope Foundation. And not only am I a founder, I'm one of the main instructors.
What's going on? This is Courtney Smith from 510 Media Hope Foundation. I'm one of the co-founders and the instructor there. We're out of Oakland, California.
The mission and the goal of 510Media Hope Foundation is to increase Black entrepreneurs in the community. We recognize that um, it's kind of the direct solution towards some of the challenges that African Americans are facing. Um, us not controlling infrastructure, not controlling business, allows us to be victims of huge problems. So the purpose of the organization is to increase entrepreneurs, increase our leadership, and take responsibility for our future.
Yeah, also I think the traditional methods of improving and increasing entrepreneurship in our community, I think that there are rooms to improve because I think they lack a lot of the psychological behavioral science behind why there's such struggle in our community in terms of ramping up us entrepreneurially. So we take a completely different approach in terms of diving into helping them understand or get past themselves so that they can become better entrepreneurs. So there's a whole component to it that's mental, it's emotional, psychological too.
Well said. I want to just tap off that real quick. That was a good one. That was a good one. Uh, that was a good one. What was cool about that is that we recognize the impact of slavery, Jim Crowism, crack era, and how, and as well as the some of the branding that's happening in the United States. So, for example, a lot of times we watch shows or movies or whatever, the branding is also putting us in an inferior position, and so that impacts us in a huge way when it comes time to build and create for ourselves. And so, I think one of the biggest distortions that's happening out there is that African Americans just need money. Um, this we don't realize that what we don't know and how much trauma we're actually carrying forward, how much has been normalized in our culture. And so, as we work with entrepreneurs, what we discovered is that entrepreneurs are not suffering from lack of resources. They're suffering from know-how, why, what, where, when, how to think differently, right? And so there's this huge gap that's being underserved because the people who are trying to talk to African Americans are looking at it from anecdotal or tactical solution. They're not looking at it from a human space. And so you look at the human space, it's really what we need to learn more than on the resources. There's plenty of resources around us in the United States. Oh, my love for black folks. I love all African people all over the world. I'm black. I love being black. Everything about me, about my black history, my black culture, I love about it. And I think what really gets to me is to see how brilliant we are, but we don't align our brilliance for ourselves. So, like, you see black women working in corporate America all the time, and they're performing these great, great feats. And then you see black men persevering, and I grew up with the brilliance of so many black men. But when it comes time to serve ourselves, we're not really showing up. And so I think I really love who we are. I love our possibilities. I love our potentials. I love even our evolution, the way that we've been evolving in this country. So that love for us keeps me 100% motivated.
Mm-hmm. Black, BLACK, BLACK. I love black folks. I love black people, and it's not because I love them better than any other cultures because that's what who I am and where I came from. And so there's resources for lots of other cultures. But if you have a business or you have an opportunity or a privilege, I'll say, where you performing and you black, then it's I take it as a responsibility for you to create opportunities to give back to your own culture because, like, who is it? Andre 3000 says, none of us are free if others are oppressed. So, if it's not good enough for me to create an opportunity space, a good lifestyle for myself. I have to until we all are, or until we all are free. I have to keep giving back. That's just the real.
I'm excited about our innovation. So let me state, I own a for-profit business that's doing exceptionally well, and we've taken the skills and talents from our knowledge-based for-profit business and poured it into our nonprofit methodology. And what I'm really excited about is how well it's been received by the community. Um, what we noticed is that when we first started this program, I really expected just to have a few people in a room that, because what I was doing, I was mentoring one on one for a lot of entrepreneurs. So I went from a model of one to many, and it's starting to spread all over the nation now. So we went to live streaming. We're trying to gain a larger audience. Strange enough, we're trying to get a larger audience. In addition, I was trying to get other races join in. So we have Latino, we have Asian, we have Jewish, we have a Caucasian, white, Irish male. I mean, we have we sort of get a broad range of other people who are joining this movement. So I'm really excited. Also, we have a nice rate of change every year. So a large portion of our community has either started business, grown their business, improving their family relationships, improving community leadership, received promotions at their job. So we're starting to see this huge rate of growth that's occurring in our organization. So it's not just a thing where we're teaching. We don't embrace the self-help culture type stuff. That stuff is full of pseudoscience. We focus on result-based training based upon neuroscience, based upon behavior economics, and then also based upon economics itself. And so we take those methodologies and we kind of we take those tactics and those principles and we kind of mix it together and we introduce a new way of thinking. And so I'm really excited by how people are being exposed to this information and watching the transformations that are happening. And we get like weekly accounts of just crazy transformations. Last point, we had a retreat where we do a depression and trauma retreat once a year, and majority of the people who showed up to retreat were making over $1 million a year. And these are individuals that accredited the class that we've been running for 7 years for their success and their rate of growth. So we're seeing it so often to the point that it's the most humbling, most amazing thing I've ever experienced.
To me, the beauty of it is this: we don't sell the need to posture. We say being black is beautiful, and your kind of black is beautiful. Whether that's your accent, the twang, the way you talk, your vernacular, the hood, where you come from. We're not saying to change any of that to become successful. And that's the beauty of what we teach, is that other models say you have to conform to this model of success that looks like people that don't look like you. We're saying you can show up however you are, and still, as long as you are performing, you still are able to reach the success that you want and that you need. So like we teach no code switching. You don't got to change who you are, where you come from. Success is built from within, and if you're confident and you know your stuff and you performing, then none of that stuff is gonna matter. So I think that's the beauty of how we connect to our culture, is that we don't show up in suit and ties like you got people who have $1 million businesses who wear beanies and hoodies every day, but when it's time to open the books or when it's time to perform in the business, then you don't know where they come from, because of the level of performance is high, and that's what we teach.